Sa ABS-CBN News Center. In other news, a Filipino comedy tour kicked off in Mississauga recently, featuring a mix of local and American talent. Get all the punchlines with Rachel Cruz.
As soon as I was gone, you turned homeless instantly.
Stand-up Filipino comedy just got more laughs. The most visible Asian comedian in Canada, Josol, was recently featured on Last Call with Carson Daly. He headlined the show, but he's been making people laugh for years.
I was 8 years old, and I saw Eddie Murphy Delirious, and I said to myself, I'm going to be a comedian. I just have to finish school so my parents would be happy. So after I finished college, the next day I went straight to a comedy club and did my first show.
Dreamy. New talents like Pedro, Ernie, Vicente, and Big Norm cracked some jokes and were joined by heavyweights Josol and Guila. But it's Rembrandt Sabelis who pulled the tour together.
Basically, my father passed away this year on June 27th from cancer, suddenly. So I was an actor before on a kids show called Superhuman Samurai Syber-Squad, but I'd walked out of the industry about 20 years ago or so. And when we had spent some time together before he passed, he said, you need to go back in the industry. And I said to myself, well, I'm going to go back in. I'm going to go and do something that's I'm afraid of the most. And here we are, stand-up comedy.
Their next stop will be in major cities in the West and East Coast, before flying to Hawaii and the Philippines. They all want to make people laugh for different reasons.
The satisfaction I get from comedy is just, it's healing. You know, so the material I think of, and they enjoy, they laugh, I know they're healing. So it's beyond just ha-ha, it's more of a connection. It's godly, it's earthly. Even white people can understand. These guys like Guila, Josol, those guys, they inspired me to become a comedian. And you know, because I saw that they can do it as a Filipino, and I'm like, oh my god, maybe I can do it too, because I thought it was funny. But because I was actually doing accounting, and then I hated it.
I had two choices as a Filipino. It's like I could be a nurse, or I could be a funny guy. So you know what I mean. And I'm very squeamish, so nursing wasn't for me. So.
It was for you.
And judging from the show's first success, it seems they're on the right track.
First Filipino show that was around here, so I thought it was something that we didn't know what to expect, but I was dying laughing.
Yeah, it was amazing. Everyone was really talented and hilarious. I enjoyed all the performers.
It's almost been 10 years since Canada has seen a Filipino comedy watcher this season. Part of the proceeds will be going to Kapistan's Philippine Arts and Culture Center. Rachel Cruz, ABS-CBN News, Toronto.
Meantime,